Do me a favor and watch this clip.
Relationship and marriage doesn't mean slave. Slavery is a different word. You like the word partnership because it makes you more equal to the man. You've been socially constructed to believe in equalness. If you peel the layer back, it's feminism. So you've been socially constructed to believe that a man is equal to a woman and a woman is equal to a man. So you don't feel comfortable. It makes you feel insecure when you hear the word relationship and marriage because it feels like you have less power. Let's think about who has power, right? You get a man and he's taking care of all the bills. He's sacrificing his time to provide you a comfortable life. That means that you don't have to be out in the workforce and competing with the world. That woman is a powerful woman, that she's so feminine that she got a masculine man to sacrifice his time to give her a comfortable life. That's power and femininity. So you're looking at it wrong. What you're doing is you're looking at femininity as being weak. What is weak is a masculine woman that wants to compete with another man that she'll never win.
Yeah, so I will start with his strengths. In this argument, he pointed out that equality is pretty much a way to call out feminism without actually saying the word feminism. And that's correct. You know, a lot of women use this word of equality, men equal to women, which is not really true in the sense of practicality, but it's true in the sense of potential. Men and women are potentially equal. And when it comes to humanity, men and women have equal value when it comes to human life. And also when it comes to application of what I like to call the application of courtesy. You must be courteous towards men and be courteous towards women because they're all human beings. They deserve the same equal treatment from the law and from courtesy. However, even though you had other correct assertions and arguments, such as the idea that marriage, relationship, and slavery are not the same things, as such as the idea that men and women shouldn't be competing and women should be trying to compete with men to be like men, his other assertions has a problem. And I would pause to have you think of what that problem is. You have an idea what the problem with this argument is? Well, I'll tell you. The problem with this argument is that femininity is powerful because it gets masculinity to sacrifice for femininity. What's the issue with that? Well, the issue is that it's the same issue I see in a lot of these red pill and conservative squares. And that is they try to market to women that in order to get the best out of masculinity, you must pretty much use your femininity to manipulate men to do masculine things for you, such as providing and protecting. Which is funny because women have been doing this for a long time. Women already know this tactic. Women have been using this tactic to their advantage. It's like trying to sell water to fish. Women know that they can use femininity to try to manipulate men to do things for them and sacrifice for them in ways that they, as women, do not reciprocate towards men. Now, why is that a problem with me? Because to me, it's the same problem that the feminists push, just with a different messaging. Okay? The feminists push the idea of trying to pretty much enslave men to get men to work for you and provide everything for you. The only difference is that they shame men while doing it. They say, we as women are equal to you. We can work like you. We can talk like you. We can make money like you. We should like to do everything that you can do and have all the benefits that you have, aside from the problems that you have. We don't want those problems that you have. But still, you have to pay my bills, even though I can make my own money. Because I can make my money, I could do my own thing, but you have to make money for me. But the difference is that my money that I'm making is for me, and my ambition is for me. The things that I gain and my success is for me, while you have to make money for yourself and for me. That's what feminists teach. But the red pill and the conservatives teach something quite differently. Okay? And it's subtle because they teach the same thing just with different phrasing. They say, be more feminine as a woman. Woman is feminine, and her femininity will get you to do anything for her. The man will have to do anything for her because she's so feminine, and he loves the fact that she's so feminine and soft and so girly, and that is so beautiful. She can use that feminine aura to do whatever she wants. She can use her feminine aura to get whatever she wants from the man. It's pretty much the same thing. Women manipulating men to get resources from men. So it's pretty much the same argument rephrased differently. Now, why is this a problem? Why am I talking about this? Because this negates the very reason why this woman, I suppose, was conflating marriage with slavery. And that's because women tend to do this. Not all women, by the way, but these types of women tend to do this because they don't want to have to work. They want to make it look like them working in a relationship is equal to slavery. That means they ignore what the men do because it's convenient, but they focus on what they do and they say, if I have to work in a relationship, in a marriage, it's because of slavery. So the reason why I can't see you as a superior person is because you're going to get me to work. And I don't want to work. I want to be free. I want to have a lavish life, not having to do anything. So now what this man is saying is, instead of saying, bitch, you're supposed to work in a relationship, as they should. They are supposed to work in a relationship. What does this guy say? Well, femininity is powerful because femininity and this softness can get men to work for you and to give you a carefree life, to give her a soft life, to give her a life where you can do pretty much nothing. You don't have to work. That is power. So a feminine woman can get a masculine man or a simp, a masculine man to do whatever he can in his power to give her a life where she doesn't have to suffer. First of all, that's not a job of a man. It's not a job of a man to give a woman a carefree life, to give a woman a soft life, to give a woman a life where she doesn't have to work. The job of a man is to make a woman's life somewhat easier. While the job of a woman is to do what? Oh my God, to make a man's life somewhat easier. It's crazy how men and women are supposed to do the same thing for each other. Because that's the point of a relationship. The point of a relationship is not just to have somebody to fuck, but to have somebody to make your life somewhat easier, to divide your labor. So now there's now roles. I'm the leader, so I take a little bit of responsibility for how the system is run. So if anything breaks down the system, I take responsibility. But in return, you also do your part. You work and I work. So let's assume it's in a traditional situation. I go out, I make the bacon, but when I come back home, I don't expect you to just be doing nothing because you have to work in the house as well. Just like I'm working, you have to work. The only difference is that our work might differ. That's it. So if I'm bringing on the bacon to make sure that the roof over our head remains over our head, you have to be cooking the food and make sure that when I come home, I'm replenished. Division of labor. Now, it doesn't always have to be that way. It's just an example. So what I'm trying to say is this. The issue I have with this so-called red pill and this conservative and neoconservative speakers is that their conclusions are the same as the feminist. The difference is they're just trying to say, well, women treat men better by satisfying their ego, and these men most likely would do anything for you. While the feminists are saying women treat men like trash and do whatever men can do that is beneficial to you and none of the things that men suffer. And then use that against men and nag men with that and tell men how better you are as a woman because you have a pussy. And then also use men's money, use men for other resources as well. It's the same message, just different tactics. That's it. So I don't really see these so-called talking points as necessary. And before I end this video, I just want to stretch on something else. I always hear the conservative, or I always also hear, especially the red pill men, talk about women having masculinity traits. Yes, a lot of these feminist women are trying to compete with the men. But the traits that they're having is not masculinity traits. Because masculine traits aren't aggressively annoying or naggish or in your face. That's not masculine traits. That's what I would consider being a dick. If a man did that, what would we call him? We call him a dick. So women are not copying male traits, or at least they're not copying positive male traits, like negotiation skills, communication skills in order to diffuse situations so it doesn't lead to lethality, rationality skills. What they're copying is what? Annoying, bitchy, aggressive skills. So they're copying all the bad male traits, not the good male traits. So pretty much women are copying the dick and they're not copying the stoic. The stoic guy, they overlook him. The dick, though, a lot of these women are looking up to that guy because that guy, apparently, they fancy his style of approach. So when I hear the red pill people say women are being masculine, no, they're not. They're being dicks. They're being tyrants. It's not the same thing. Because masculine men, technically speaking, understand how to compose themselves. Big man thing, right? So that's just a quick note and a side note. But anyway, The main idea is that women should work to be in a relationship. Because if you are the man and you're working for your woman, and your woman has no responsibility to work for you, then why are you in a relationship with her? Isn't that called actual slavery? If I, as the man, have to go out there and bust my ass to make money to give you a very comfortable life, and you can work to be with me to also make my life a lot more comfortable, then who is the slave here? Is it you or is it me? Anyway, guys, that's how I got to say today, and I will see you guys later.